Welcome to Stress Relief Yoga. Today, we will be getting comfortable on our mats while we connect with our body, breath, and mind. Grab your mat, some water, and let's get started. We will begin by coming to a comfortable seat on our mats, either with legs extended or crossed, whatever your body is feeling called to. Bringing hands to heart center, inhaling together, open mouth, exhale, release. Feeling the air fill your lungs as your chest rises, and then when you exhale as everything sinks. Go ahead and bring your hands to your knees. And go ahead and inhale, peeling your chest forward, leaning the neck back. And on your exhale, you're going to tuck your chin around your spine like a seated cat-cow. Once more, inhale, peel the chest forward, lift the gaze. And exhale, tuck the chin around the spine. Last one, inhale, peel yourself through your arms, gaze up at the ceiling. And then exhale, tuck your chin round your spine. Beautiful, inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Go ahead and lean your neck towards the left. Stay for a breath. Inhale back to center. Then exhale, lean to the right. Stay for a breath. Inhale back to center. We'll begin to do shoulder shrugs. We'll do about 6 of them going backwards. Once you've completed those, we'll go ahead and go the opposite direction. Now, if you'd like to take a bit more of these, go at your own pace. Follow your own intuition. Once that's complete, inhale, both arms come up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, forward fold. Coming down to your fingers, forearms, letting your forehead hang heavy. And these forward folds, they're going to help you calm your nervous system. So this is perfect after a stressful day. We'll stay for a couple more breaths. Inhale, bring both arms back up towards the ceiling. And then on our exhale, we're going to bring the hands behind our back, creating a bind. On your inhale, peel your chest forward, pull your arms down towards your hips, and then go ahead and gaze up at the ceiling. Creating a nice little back bend here. Now in this back bend, this helps open our heart, chest, and our shoulders. Inhale, reach both arms up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, hands at heart center. We're going to do some wrist warm-ups. So go ahead and inhale, extend both hands out in front of you, wrists touching. And then we're going to begin to roll our wrists towards us, keeping our wrists touching the whole time. Beautiful. Inhale the arms up, and then exhale. Begin to swirl the arms down, creating waves with our wrists, rolling them out. We'll do about 5 times each direction. So once you've completed the first direction, go ahead and flip it around, going the other direction. Now remember, you can go your own pace, and if you would like to do this a little bit longer, you can always pause the video. This is great if you've been typing all day, or maybe if your wrists feel sore. I think we forget to take care of our wrists and we neglect to stretch them out. So give your wrists some self-love. once complete, we'll bring our hands to heart center. Then we're going to go ahead and create a bind with our fingertips, threading each finger through. And then we're going to go ahead and inhale. We're going to flip our palms up towards the ceiling, creating a nice long back stretch. We're going to exhale as we lean towards the right, finding a nice side body stretch. Inhale back to center, and then exhale, lean to the left. Inhale back to center, and then exhale, hands at heart center. Now extend out your right leg, and then we're going to bring our left foot into our right inner thigh. And then inhale, bring both arms up towards the ceiling. Go ahead and wiggle your glutes so you're facing your extended foot. And then we'll begin to exhale, halfway. Inhale, find more length, hinge forward, and then exhale. You can bring your hands to your feet, the mat, or maybe your calves. You can also take a deep bend in your knee. This is called a regression to progression. This is going to help you find a deeper stretch in your lower body. You may also choose to give yourself a foot massage if your feet are feeling sore from walking all day. We'll stay for a few more breaths. Then inhale, bring both arms up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, hands at heart center. Go ahead and bring your right hand behind your back. Then inhale, bring your hips up, swoop your right arm by your head, coming into Wild Thing. Really squeeze your glutes here. And then exhale, send the hips down, bring hands to heart center. And we'll switch out legs, extending out the left leg, bringing our right inner foot into our left inner thigh. We'll go ahead and rock our hips so we're facing our extended foot. Inhale, both arms up. And then exhale, fold halfway. Inhale, find more length, hinge forward. And then exhale, fold, clasping onto the foot, the mat, or your calf. Once again, giving yourself that foot massage, or maybe taking the deep bend in the knee if you need to. Inhale, bring both arms up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, hands at heart center. And go ahead and bring your right arm behind your back. Inhale, lift the hips up. Bring your left arm by your ear. This is our Wild Thing. Stay for a breath. And then on your exhale, you're going to send the hips down. Beautiful. Bring hands to heart center. Extend both legs out in front of you with your feet flexed. Roll out the glutes so that way you have a nice flat spine. Then go ahead and inhale both arms up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, find length. Exhale, go ahead and place your hands on your feet, the mat, blocks, calves, wherever's more comfortable for you. You may also take a bend in your knees, so that way you can bring your belly to your thighs. This is going to help if you have some trouble reaching your toes. It's called a regress to progress. Then if you'd like to move around a little bit, you can always wiggle your toes, bring some circulation back into the feet, or maybe even give yourself another foot massage in this position. Stay for one more breath. And then inhale, bring both arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale, hands at heart center. We're going to set up for reverse tabletop. So go ahead and lean back, placing your elbows down onto the mat. Now where your elbows land is where you're going to be pressing your palms down into. So lean back, placing the elbows down, and then lift up and place your hands where your elbows were. Then we're going to go ahead and bend the knees, bringing the flats of our feet down. And then on our inhale, we're going to go ahead and press into our feet, sending our hips up towards the sky, really squeezing our glutes here. Now you have the option to lean your head back, maybe wiggle it back and forth. And this pose is great for building core muscles and improving your balance and posture. You have the option to extend your legs, coming into inclined plane. Really squeeze your core here, squeeze the glutes. Then exhale, lower the hips. Inhale, tuck the chin. We're going to set up for boat pose, so go ahead and wiggle out the glutes. Keep your knees bent with the feet of the flats on the ground. Bring your hands between your thighs and calves. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, creating a nice straight spine. And then we're going to bring one foot up, maybe the other, testing our balance. If we feel comfortable here, we can bring both hands out by our side. And if you want to play with your boat, you can begin to rock back and forth, leaning back, and then coming back, trying to stay in that boat position. Let's do that once again. Lean back, float back into boat. Last one, lean back, and float back into boat. Beautiful. Now from here we can stay in boat, or we can use our peace fingers to grab our big toes, extending out our legs. See how long you can hold this for. If not, you can come back into boat. And then we're going to exhale, placing the flats of our feet together to touch, keeping our hips and knees wide open like a book, wiggling out our glutes. Beautiful. We'll be setting up for bound angles, so go ahead and peel your shoulders through, and then exhale, begin to hinge forward. In our bound angle, you have the option to walk your hands further out or stay with the hands pressed into the mat and the elbows bent. Bound angle is a great pose to help relieve any menstrual or menopause discomfort. It can also help relieve mild depression, anxiety, and fatigue. It also stretches your inner thighs, groin, and knees. We'll stay here for a couple breaths. Every single inhale, imagine yourself peeling forward, and then every single exhale, sinking a little bit deeper into the mat. We'll stay for a few more breaths. Then inhale, slowly walk your hands to a seated position. And we will close our legs like a book, kick our knees off to the side, and we'll be meeting in a tabletop position. Now in our tabletop position, we want to make sure that our wrists are stacked underneath our shoulders and knees are stacked underneath our hips. And when we look back, we shouldn't see our toes because they're hiding behind our legs. We'll also be creating a nice straight spine by engaging our core, belly button to spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, cow. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, tuck the chin, cat pose. Inhale, come to center. Then we're gonna start creating some rotations with our hips. Finding free movement in this pose. One of my favorite movements is just peeling my back up towards the sky and then lowering it back down as I create circles with my hips. Now, if you're not feeling called to this, you can always shift back and forth, side to side, whatever feels best in your body. I did about 6 rolls on each side. Inhale, come back to tabletop. And on our exhale, we're going to slowly walk our hands down as we come into puppy pose. If you have sensitive knees, you can also place a blanket underneath your knees or roll the mat so that way you have some extra cushion. This pose is great for improving the flexibility in your spine. It also helps relieve stress, tension, and can help with insomnia. Now, if the arms extended is also too much and you are looking for a more restorative option, you can always cross your arms and use your forearms as a pillow for your forehead. And staying with your breath here. Almost there. Really try and imagine that your chest is pushing down towards the ground. And then when you're ready, inhale, slowly walk the hands up, coming back into tabletop position. Bring your big toes to touch knees, the width of the mat. Inhale, gaze forward, and then exhale, slowly send your glutes back to your heels. Let your forehead rest on the mat. This is our child's pose. Probably one of my favorite postures in yoga. On your next exhale, begin to walk your hands to the left side of your mat. Maybe place your right hand onto your left hand and interlace your fingers. This is going to create a nice side body stretch for your right side, opening up the rib cage while you open up your hips. Inhale back to center. Then on your next exhale, go ahead and walk your hands to the right, placing your left hand on your right hand, creating a bind with your fingertips, creating a nice side body stretch on your left side. Inhale, begin to walk the hands back to center, child's pose. On your next inhale, you're going to press into your hands, coming up into a tabletop as you lean towards the left, then circle towards the right, and then send the hips back down, child's pose. These are called child's pose circles. So you'll inhale, shifting your weight up, complete the circle, and then exhale, sink the hips down. If this doesn't feel good, you can always stay in child's pose. We'll be doing a few of these, going at your own pace, following your own body's rhythm. And the goal of these circles is to just help open up your hip flexors and really open up the space within your spine. Okay, last few to go. We'll meet back in child's pose, connecting with our breath. And we'll slowly inhale, walking the hands, coming back into a seated position. We're going to go ahead and kick our knees to the side. We're going to come down to our backs as we set up for our final corpse pose. We'll take a full body stretch. Inhale, bring both arms by your ears, point the toes, become as long as you possibly can. And then on your exhale, release the arms, sinking down onto the mat. And then from here, we'll bring our hands down by our sides, palms facing up. This final pose is called Corpse Pose, Shavasana. This is a great time to pause the video and rest in your Shavasana for about 5 minutes to soak in all of the yoga and to enjoy this final pose. I call this the Corpse Pose because once we get up, it's like our rebirth. We set in to our evening, our day, with a fresh perspective and a clear mind. Begin to bring movement into your fingers and your toes. Then come to the left or the right side of your mat into a fetal position. And say one positive thing about yourself, or maybe a hint of gratitude for showing up on your mat. And when you're ready, walk your hands up, coming into a seated position, whatever's comfortable for you. We'll meet with hands at heart center. Inhaling together, open mouth, exhale, release. Divine light in me honors and values the divine light in each one of you. Thank you so much for your practice. Namaste. If you enjoyed our time together, please like, subscribe, and comment. We'll be releasing videos every single week, so stay tuned.